have time to rebound. Historically, the stock market, if it goes down 1 year, it's typically up 3 to 4 years after every down year. If it's down 2 years, 7 to 10 years after those 2 years. But 2008 was a special moment in history. In 2008, it went down. But in 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19, the stock market was up. It ended up all of those years. That has never happened in the stock market's history. So, for those of you who got out or didn't participate, you missed out on the greatest boom ever. But guess what? A buying opportunity is coming. You need to seize that buying opportunity. When the market shifts and it goes down again, you need to be in position to accumulate and acquire shares of that account, of those stocks, Microsofts, the Apples, the Walmarts, the Targets. You got to get yourself in a position, which means now you have to look at your financial game plan and see, do I want to create wealth, or do I want to keep living this life where I'm struggling? Do I want to sacrifice now the fun? Do I want to not go on that cruise every twice a year? Do I not want to go to the casino? We got to sacrifice this stuff if we truly want to create wealth and create a legacy. We have to sacrifice for a short amount of time to live free the rest of your life. Who wants that life? Is it just me? I know everybody wants it in their heart of hearts, you do. But you have to be willing to do the things necessary so you can create the wealth that you desire. Another way to create wealth, and I'm going to touch on this last piece, and then we're going to get the legal eagle out of this piece up here. And he's going to do his thing after. Now, were we trying to do questions after we're both done or after each?
I think we read after you're both done.
After we're both done, okay, great. So, last thing I'm going to cover with you all is understanding how, if we're talking legacy, before I get to that last thing, anybody understand tax deferrability? Like IRAs, 401ks, 403bs. You all understand that a lot of those go into that account before you get taxed. Who didn't know that? Okay. So there are instances where we're talking about upon death. So I'm gonna start transitioning to upon death. What happens? If you have an IRA, you need to have a beneficiary on your IRA. If you have a 401k, you need to have a beneficiary who's at least 18 years of age on your IRA and on your 401k. You need to have beneficiaries on your accounts. Those of you who is just you on your mortgage, when you die, have you considered what happens? If you don't have a spouse and you just have children, have you thought about what happens? Your bank accounts. If there's no one else on it and you don't have a spouse, what happens to your bank accounts? If you haven't considered these things, you need to consider them. You need to think about them, and you need to institute systems where if, God forbid, you died, those systems enact, and your monies transition and your property transitions without the government involvement, which Mr. House is going to talk about. So it can seamlessly transition. The same thing with your investments. You have to have a strategy for everything that you own. Debt, a cosigner, and you die, that cosigner is liable. If you don't have a cosigner, remember, your estate, if you don't have beneficiaries on stuff, it goes into your estate. Once it goes into your estate, now it's available for the vultures to take. How many of you want vultures picking at your estate, picking at your wealth, instead of your family living. So, last thing I'm gonna cover is creating an instant estate. And I know this is a topic, especially amongst African Americans, that is very sensitive. Life insurance. I've been in the life insurance and financial industry for 19 years. From New York to Georgia, and Alabama. One thing I've learned is that we, especially as African Americans, do not utilize life insurance the way life insurance was designed to be used. For instance, who's ever heard, just give me enough for burial? Who's heard that before? I just want enough for burial. Just give me just for burial. Cremate me. Just give me enough for cremation. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. But let's say hypothetically, you're in your 40s, like I happen to do. You have 4 children, like I happen to have. You have a home, which I have. You have a spouse. You have goals, dreams, aspirations, and you die. If I only have enough for burial, and burial only costs 20 grand, what kind of legacy did I leave for my wife and my kids?
None.
And now, if my income is 6 figures, and I die, and my 6 figures stops, mine was the only